Hello guys, welcome back to my channel. If you can't already tell from the title of this video, we are finally sitting down and talking skincare. I know it's been a long time coming. This was highly requested by you guys and I'm really excited, so I hope you're just as excited. I just want to clarify that I am a licensed esthetician and all the information I'll be sharing with you is everything that I have learned through my journey. But before we jump into this, if you're not already subscribed, make sure to subscribe and tell everybody that you know to subscribe. And if you feel like getting social with your girl, you know where to find me. Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook, Twitter, all under BEETA Beauty. So before we jump into ingredients, routines, and products, we're just gonna lay down the basics. So you might wanna take your pen and papers out and take some notes because there's gonna be some terms that you might not have heard before, but don't you worry, we are gonna educate each other. First of all, the skin is the largest organ on our body. The average adult has about 7 pounds of skin. Let's talk about the functions of the skin, which include protection, sensation, heat regulation, excretion, secretion, whoa, and absorption. So all of these things are basically what our skin does for us. And based off of your questions, I'm gonna go in depth discussing protection. Our skin contains sebum, which is oil. And sebum gives our skin protection from external factors. So all you need to know is that sebum is actually protecting your skin. Okay, so now moving on. The skin consists of 3 layers. It starts off with epidermis and then the dermis. And then we have the subcutaneous layer, aka hypodermis, which is the last layer. So the epidermis itself is composed of 5 layers. Stratum corneum, stratum lucidium, stratum granulosum, stratum spinosum, stratum bacilli, which is basically basal layer. And this is the part in where if we understand how the skin cell layers function, it is really going to help you understand ingredients and what goes on top of your skin and what kind of treatments you should be doing. And I know as I speak, the words probably are just making no sense or dollars to you, but that's okay. That's why I'm here. I'm gonna just break it down and simplify it for you. So out of the 5 layers of the epidermis, the 2 layers that I think are important for you to know, the stratum corneum, which is the first layer, aka the horny layer. And this layer is really thin, waterproof. It sheds dead skin cells, which is what's the most important part. And then just a little fun fact, the average adult cell turnover is about every 28 days. And as we age, that process slows down. What cell turnover is when your skin renews itself and sloughs off all the old dead skin cells and brings in new ones, and that's what keeps you looking youthful. The other layer, which is the stratum bacilli, it is the basal layer right above the dermis. So what I was just explaining happens in the stratum corneum with how it sheds off dead skin cells. The basal layer is bringing new ones up to the surface. Now let's discuss the dermis. So this layer is going to be responsible for giving your skin elasticity, and it produces collagen. It consists of connective tissue made out of collagen, protein, and elastin fibers. Hyaluronic acid is also produced in this part of the skin, which is water binding, and this is what's going to help give your skin a more youthful appearance. It does consist of 2 layers, which are the papillary layer and the reticular layer. I know, again, this is probably just, you're like, what? For the purpose of what we're talking about, we're gonna discuss the reticular layer. This is the deeper layer of the dermis. And damage to this area of the skin is what's gonna cause sagging, aging, and wrinkles. So stay out of the sun. Easier said than done. And UVB rays and UVA rays together, they break down the collagen and the protein in the skin. So therefore your skin just starts depleting slowly. All right, moving on to the last layer, which is the subcutaneous layer, aka the hypodermis. This is mainly consisting of 80% fat. Also gives the body contour and smoothness. I always hear my mom talking, oh, I've lost fat in my face, so now my face has depleted down and I need to fix it. That basically is this layer has broken down. It takes years and years of damage to your skin for this to break down. Or if you lose weight really fast, your body can lose that definition. So that's all we need to know in that layer. Now that we're done talking about the layers, let's talk about glands. The first gland I want to discuss with you is the sebaceous gland. This is the oil gland. This is where oil is produced. We need the sebaceous gland to be working regularly in our body because that is what protects your skin. But if the pore gets clogged with too much oil production, it can cause blackheads and breakouts. So we'll open this up more in the future videos. The sebaceous gland is larger on the face and the scalp as opposed to the rest of the body. And the other gland we're gonna discuss is the sudoriferous gland, which is the sweat gland, and this is where salt and excess water is excreted from our body. The apocrine gland and then the eucrine gland, and the one we're concerned with is the eucrine gland, which is odor-free. It's when, if you have a sweaty upper lip or forehead or these areas, it occurs when you're experiencing high temperatures or physical activity. So now tying everything together, in order for your skin to stay healthy, your skin cells need nourishment, protection, and cell renewal. This is where your products and ingredients are really gonna help you, which is in the epidermis. And when you get more medical spa treatments like lasers, fillers, and whatnot, that is more of an invasive treatment, and that is dealing with the dermis, which is deeper into the skin. And I would love to discuss those treatments as well with you guys. That is also skincare, and it's just more of a serious form of it, and you see faster results. So if there's any kind of treatments you guys have gotten, invasive, non-invasive, whatever, feel free to write everything down below so we can all benefit from it. Basically what this all boils down to, and why we even care to know about skincare in the first place, is the simple fact that we want to keep our skin looking as fresh to death as possible, at its best for as long as we possibly can. So with that being said, some things that really influence the aging process and the health of our skin are gonna be hereditary, sun exposure, environmental health habits, and just your general lifestyle. So it's not just like sitting here and being like, I'm gonna use X, Y, and Z and get great skin. It is everything. So drinking water, what you eat, what you put in your body, if you smoke, if you drink, literally everything in the environment you're in is going to influence the outcome and results of your skin in the long run. We will get more into things as we go on. I hope this video helped you guys understand the skin layers better and how it functions, and that it laid a nice foundation for you guys in regards to what we're going to be discussing in our skincare Sunday videos. Don't forget to give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and I will see you guys next time. Bye-bye.